Hey guys, welcome to Old Man 3D. Today this video is just going to be quick and dirty. Just want to show you guys a little bit about the Paz Vizsla suit that I'm 3D printing. So I'm going to go through what I have done so far, some of the materials I'm using, stuff like that.
Okay, so for the colors for this armor, these are the paints I'm using. These are the colors that I think will look the best, just based on the choices that I had. This color is really close from what I can tell, and this is evening navy. This is an ultra matte because he doesn't have a gloss armor set. It's got a little bit of a sheen to it, so it's definitely not flat. So this is the closest I can tell what it's going to be. But we start off with the filler primer, and then I'm doing the coats in this. Everything's going to be coated in this. For his mask, I'm using Wildflower Blue. Now this is a satin. I couldn't find anything in a matte, but I didn't bring it in. I'm going to be also coating everything in a matte clear coat, just to give it a bit more protection. Now some of the parts on his helmet, I'm thinking I may use this. I'm not 100% sure. This is a metallic aluminum. And I may also use this here. This is sort of a chrome. It never turns out looking like the cap, but it does give it different from these. So there's a difference here, which I may use on his the pieces on the side of his helmet, his ears, if you will. So I may wind up using that. And also for all the little battle damage and stuff, I think I'm going to be putting this stuff. This is a graphite powder. You just basically dab it on with Q-tip. Is what I'm going to be using, a Q-tip for the smaller parts, and then you sort of polish it. It's a powder, and it stains a lot, so use gloves if you use this stuff. I got the idea for this off of Frankly Built. If you are into any kind of cosplay or anything, if you look on YouTube, pretty much unless you've been living under a rock, you know who Frankly Built is. So he recommended this on his Mandalorian helmet, so I grabbed this, and I actually did a Mandalorian helmet with that, and I gotta say, it turned out pretty good. Now this is my first build, so it's not perfect, but I think this is not bad at all for a 13-piece helmet. Just the top of the helmet, just the helmet itself was 8 pieces that I had to glue and get all put together, and so I think it came out pretty good. But this is gloss black with this graphite rub over top of it, this graphite powder. So this stuff works really good. Just wear gloves because it will stain the hell out of your hands. So these are the colors that I'm going to be using. Definitely this for everything after I sand the prints. And then this is getting at least 2 coats on everything. This is probably just going to be on the helmet. I don't think it's used anywhere else on the armor. And then these are possibly on a couple of the accent pieces on the helmet, but I'm not sure. And I think this I'm going to rub into all the battle damage to make it look like all the paint is worn off.
So this is everything that I've printed so far. This is the left side, this is the right side. So start off with the toe covers and the ankle guards, knee pads, upper thigh. And as is typical with Mandalorian stuff, everything is a bit different. Nothing really matches. You can see I had an issue here where my spool binded up. Somehow it got wrapped underneath of itself and stopped in the middle of the night. The printer paused, but it left a significant line going through here, and this was almost in 2 pieces once I started it again. Completed the print, but I had to weld this all in. So I just have to smooth that out, not a big deal. Hand guards, codpiece, other hand guards over there. So this would be the right gauntlet. This is the left gauntlet with the flamethrower on it. You got the abdomen, the lower chest piece, elbow, and then this sits underneath of the shoulder. Same thing on the other side. Back piece, don't know if I said that. Chest piece is not here. That's a big piece that goes up here. That's in my garage with primer on it right now. These are the shoulder straps for the armor. And then of course you have the helmet. So this is everything that's printed right now. And I'll show you what's going on the printer. So on the printer we have the left shin. This is the front, I believe, and this is the back. Don't mind the spider webbing. I keep just breaking it off because it's fun. But yeah, this has been going for 41 hours, 11 minutes. It's 90% done. And as soon as this is done, then I can print the last pieces, which will be the right shins. And I was going to print this, I was going to fuse it together in Armorsmith and just have it a single piece. But then I thought, what if I can't get my foot in the bottom? Because I wasn't sure how big the hole was going to be on the bottom. And I mean, looking at it now, I could have gotten my foot through there. So I don't know. I might print the other side together in one piece, just standing up. We'll see. This isn't a big deal. I'm just going to put hinges on this just so I can close it around my leg. So we'll see. All right, so here's what his helmet looks like so far. You can see I put some of that graphite powder in all the damage marks, make it look like the paint was taken off. Put a couple of scratches here and there, some wears, just like the paint rubbing off. So there's not a lot of paint left on this front visor part. This is all that graphite powder that I just dab it on with a Q-tip into these smaller holes, and cotton ball to sort of make the rub mark over here. Just dab it on and then sort of polish it in. And it doesn't give it like a chrome look, but it does make it look like a metal underneath, which is exactly what I was going for. So I'm still going to do these light blue parts, weather them, put a little, I think on one of the shows, he's got like a big mark in this right cheek somewhere. So I'm going to look into that and do that and just weather it overall, make it look, you know, like it's dirty and not just a brand new piece that was painted to look like this. And side pieces, I'm going to pop them off. They're just pushed in right now. Get them taken care of. And throw a visor in here, put some padding in there, and then this will be done. All right, so that's the current status of this build so far. You can see it laid out on my pool table back there. Don't judge. I know it's a complete train wreck back there. You can also see right here, this is why I definitely recommend getting Armorsmith if you want to make any kind of armor that you are going to be putting on and trying to wear at any point. This was my second attempt. Once I got my Elegoo, my Neptune 3 Max. I didn't size it. I just tried to wing it pretty much because this, like I said, this is my second attempt. And if you ever saw Spaceballs, you'll know exactly where I'm going with this, because this thing is enormous. I mean, I don't know what I'm going to use this for at this point. But the first time I did it, I was just using the Ender 3s, and I tried to max out the size of this helmet on the bed, and this was the result of that. Yeah, that's not happening either. So definitely, this I'll give to some kid, and maybe they can do whatever they want with it. Yeah, definitely get Armorsmith if you're going to do any kind of armor project. So far, everything I've tried has fit me perfect. The chest piece, abdomen, everything has been sized to me. I put my measurements in, and so far, so good. I guess we'll find out after everything is put together if it's too big or not. I may have to reprint some pieces, but I don't think so. But anyway, yeah, this is the status. So hopefully you guys will like, subscribe, and follow along for the rest of the build.